How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the Snap Academy. I'm Muse, and today we're talking about the Season Pass card Surtur. But not just that, stick around until the end so you can find out how you can get in on the Season Pass giveaway. So, starting off, for those that don't know, Surtur is our Season Pass card. We'll be getting him next Tuesday, 2 p.m. Central, so do with that as you will with your time zone. So Surtur, he is a 3/5 after you play a card with 10 plus power. This gains plus 3 power. So how are we going to build the deck? We're going to build it around 10 power cards. So the deck we have here is mostly pool 1, 2, and 3 cards with 3 series 5 cards, not including Surtur. So this is kind of your build 2 deck. If you want to go all in on Surtur throughout the season, if you got tokens to save up on, if you got Scar a few weeks ago on the spotlight caches, this is kind of the deck you want to build towards. It's kind of a big power aggro deck. I think it's going to be super fun. So we'll start at the bottom, work our way up with all the cards in the deck. So starting with Sunspot, after each turn, gain +1 power for each unspent energy. Sunspot is going to be good because you have a lot of 4/5 power cards. You're not always going to be able to spend all of your energy. So Sunspot's going to soak it up a little bit. Everyone has this card, but it also is helpful with 2 other cards in the deck, She-Hulk as well as Cold Obsidian. So She-Hulk, whenever you don't use energy, she goes down in energy, so you can play her for cheaper. And in Cold Obsidian, you need to play it on top of a 1-drop card. So Cold Obsidian and Sunspot can usually take that lane themselves. It's a lot of energy, minimum 10. Set it, forget it. Let your opponent deal with that lane while you're building up on other lanes. When you play your Cold Obsidian, Surtur's going to gain 3 power. Ideally, in this deck, we're going to want to play 3 other 10 power cards. We might be able to get 4 if you have that Scar. If you play a couple other cards, maybe that She-Hulk as well, you might be able to sneak in a couple. We're going to definitely get Surtur up to a 3, hopefully 3/14. So that can probably solo lane possibly. Maybe need 1 more card, but the line for sure, Sunspot, Echo, Surtur, and then whatever else you can play it after that. We're just going to drop bombs and play cards. Echo and Shadow King are going to be the 2 tech cards I really like in this deck. You can also add, if you don't have some of these other Series 5 cards, Armor, a Cosmo. That way you're protecting your big ticket cards from the Shang-Chi's of the game. With this card coming out, Shang-Chi is definitely going to come back around, so we want to protect those. The version I have is, again, the greedier version. You definitely want to have some more protection, so if you don't have all the Series 5 cards, definitely drop in protection pieces. Shadow King is going to help us with the Black Panthers, the greedier decks, the bounce decks, Guardians of the Galaxy. Check that deck out, super fun. And all those other cards. So we're not increasing our power except for Surtur. So our only combo is going to be Surtur and then play Shadow King later. We don't want to do that. The rest of these are just going to be combo pieces with Surtur, increasing his power while also, dropping big ticket items. I've also thought about Zabu in this deck, but because he is not series 1 through 3, I didn't put him in the deck. I definitely wanted to make it a little bit more friendly for everyone going on. Typhoid Mary just got the buff, so she's only going to be doing the -1 power to other monsters in your location. She could be on a solo lane, but -1 power for your other cards isn't the end of the world. Arrow is another kind of tech piece, but also 10 power, so she does 2 things. If you lose priority, you can move anything you want around. So if they maybe played a Cosmo somewhere and you want to not have a Cosmo there for an on reveal, not necessarily with this deck, possibly to get that Shadow King, but you can definitely use Arrow as a tech card as well. That increases Surtur's power. Red Skull, really just to get the proc off, and because he is series 1 through 3 friendly, I added him in the deck. And then Sasquatch, She-Hulk, Scar, same deal. Scar, series 5 card, but really needed in the deck, so this is a priority must-have if you want to play Surtur to the fullest. Scar is a card that you really need. A 6/11, costs 2 less for each of your cards that has 10 or more power, so as you're playing more 10 power cards, Surtur's getting bigger. And then on the third card, he also will proc Scar, so you can end up playing Scar for free. Hopefully playing a Scar and a She-Hulk, or a Scar and a Red Skull, a Scar and an Arrow. So you can hopefully play those two big power drops on turn 6 to push your Surtur over the edge, as well as just some more power, similar to kind of the old school Moon Girl Dirty 30, where you're dropping She-Hulk and the Infidant on the same turn. Not quite as much power, but still a lot. She-Hulk, you're getting 10 power. With Scar, you're getting 11. And then Surtur is increasing by 6 power. So pretty comparable to the old Dirty 30 decks as well. I'm definitely looking forward to playing Surtur on day 1. I also don't have all these cards. Like, I don't have Sasquatch, Scar, or Coal Obsidian. But I'll be making some decks. Definitely check out the deck tech on Tuesday. When I get that up, I'll be playing with it on Twitch. Give my link down in the description below. Oh yeah, and the giveaway. We'll be definitely giving away the new season pass, so you can get Surtur for free. All you have to do is be a subscriber and tell me what your favorite card is. That's all you have to do. Put it down in the comments. Let me know. Thanks for subscribing and booping that like button. Happy snapping.